Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today topic is who does what in organization. This is sub element 1.3 of element 1, and in this element we will know responsibility of the different persons in the organization. First of all, we will know what is the responsibility of the employer. Who is employer? Employer is a person or organization that employ people, and it is also referred as corporate body, and it is legal person. Responsibility of the employer is safe and free health risks of workplace. That means workplace must be safe and free from health risk. According to ILO Convention 150 C155 and recommendation R164, it is clear that it is employer responsibility to make workplace safe for the worker. Next one is employer has ultimate responsibility of the organization and ensure the safety of workers and other, that means visitor and contractor safety is also responsibility of the employer. Director and senior managers, what is the responsibility of director and senior manager? Give an organization its direction, it is the first work. Sets its priorities, allocate resources and appoint competent person, this is the responsibility of the director and senior managers. Allocate responsibilities, are responsible for ensuring that all the legal requirements are met, that means all legal requirement met is responsible. Director and senior manager are responsible for legal requirements. Director and senior managers can have enormous influence over their organization and its priorities. The way they are perceived by those lower in the management hierarchy is very important. They must demonstrate clear commitment and leadership with regard to health and safety. That means director and manager has different and they are on the top, so their influence over organization is very high. So they should must demonstrate an clear commit and leadership in occupational health and safety at the workplace. Middle manager and supervisor, what is the responsibility of middle manager and supervisor? Middle manager and supervisor are involved in day-to-day operational running of the organization, so are responsible for health and safety standard within the operation under their control. So all the operation under their supervisor and manager and all the worker inside them. The shared responsibility of joint occupier of premises. Suppose this is building and there are different types of employer inside this building. What is the shared responsibility? According to ILO Convention C155 and Article 17 or ILO Recommendation R164, Recommendation 11 is that employee in the share facilities should communicate, all the employer inside that should communicate to develop appropriate health and safety standards and appropriate policies and procedures. This is the legal requirement according to ILO, and this may include sharing of procedures, fire and emergency response, sharing of risk assessment. All the employer inside this building will share risk assessment and joint management committee meeting. That means all employer safety officer or managers will make a joint committee and they will discuss about the risk. Contractor management, if a client can held responsible for an injury caused by contractor working for the client, then it must be client on best interest to ensure that contractor do not endanger workers or other. Contractor safety is also responsibility of the client. So client must make arrangement to monitor contractor and how you will manage, that means how employer will manage contractor. The way that client manage contractor can be broken down into three key parts. First of all, how you will contractor manage in your organization. First of all, is selection of contractor. If you select best contractor, they will perform best in the safety. And second one is planning and coordinating the work. Second step of managing contractor is planning and coordinating the work. And third one is monitoring and managing the work. These are the 3 points you must consider while managing contractor. First point is selection of contractor. How you will select contractor? What will be the criteria to select contractor? These points are given on this slide. You must consider while selecting the contractor. Things you should check is health and safety policy. First of all, you will check contractor health and safety policy. Second one is risk assessment. Third one is qualification and training records. Fourth one is membership of professional organization. Fourth one is maintenance and equipment testing. Fifth one is previous or current client. Next one is accident record of the contractor. And second last is enforcement action. If any enforcement action done on that contractor, you must consider you have to select or not. Enforcement action and adequate resources. That means they should must have all the resources required to enhance health and safety at the workplace. That means competent person, materials. Next one is planning and coordination of the work. How you will plan and coordinate with the contractor? First of all, information to be shared between client and contractor. These are the first point. And what you will share information? Hazard. Suppose you are doing, but the client is doing many work and contractor is doing many work at the workplace, so they have particular hazards in their work, so they must share hazard posed by the site and work carried out, and hazard posed by the contractor activity. That means both contractor and client hazard will be shared to each other, and also risk assessment of the both parties should be shared and monitored. Method statement also, how you will do the work, that must be shared. Arrangement between the client and contractor include ensuring activities do not conflict. That means both are working at the same places or at the same different height, then both activity will conflict to each other. So they must ensure, and also permit to work system to control activities. Also contractor activities should be controlled by client with use of permit to work system. How you will monitor? That means how employer will monitor and managing the work of the contractor. First of all, client must monitor the work to ensure safety. The client can, what client can do? Stop work if involved unsafe practices. If contractor is doing unsafe practices, then client can stop their work. Auditing against agreed method statement is good technique. That means uh, auditing of the contractor with the agreed method statement is good technique to monitor the contractor. We have completed this module 1.3, and end of this module we this is a question for you to